Shalom, Israel, Most High in Christ bless. All praise to the Most High. We back in here for another In the Classroom edition. All right, I'm Officer Lavy. We got the lovely congregation here today. I thank all y'all for coming out. All praise to the Most High. Today's title will be A House Under Attack. Do I have my soundbite person in the booth? I caught him off guard.
Sir.
A house under attack. Pull the thumbnail up. All right, there we go. In this title, it may look like a marriage class. I am going to touch on marriage, but that wasn't the, I guess, inspiration that spawned it. But I am going to touch on marriage, us as a body, us as a congregation, you know, for the brothers and the sisters. All right, we got to understand we always at attack. We always under attack. All right, so being in here in the body, Satan don't want this. Satan do not want this. He don't want to see you in here keeping the commandments. Believe it or not, that's going to be through people we know, meaning your wicked family members, your ex in the world. Satan going to use all these different tools, these different spirits to try to pull us out.
Message.
Yes. So, with that being said, let's open up with the Merriam definition of household. If we can't pull that up. The Merriam definition of household. I got a few scriptures. We got some videos. You know, black folks, we need to see a picture of something. All praise to the Most High. So I got some pictures, some videos, and we're going to dive right into it. All right, so I want to pull that definition up of household. And then we're going to, you know, open up with a few scriptures of, y'all heard, who heard the term, oh, this is the house of officer such and such. Y'all heard that. The house of soldier such and such. Y'all heard that. Sister like, yeah, I'm the house of, you know, that's my Lord. If she's saying that. I'm the house of, you know, all praise to the Most High. Brothers be like, hey, who made that bread? Oh, that's sister such and such. That's the house of, all praises. Y'all get it. Pull that definition up. Let's look up household. I'm laying the basis, the foundation.
Household. Those who dwell under the same roof.
Hold on. Yep, that is it. Go ahead, read that one.
And compose a family.
All right, so come down. If y'all can, I know I sent the screenshot, but I want to come down to, it's going to be 6A. Yep, so, yep. That's the basic term, you know, the basic definition. I think we all know that the household, everybody that stay in your house, everybody you pay taxes on. I mean, what is it? You got to claim as a dependent on your taxes.
Right.
Right? Yeah, I claim 4 this year. You know, around what they say around the holiday time in the world, you try to claim 9 or something like that. Try to get your max claim. Anybody know what I'm talking about? If you young, I know you don't know. But the grown folks, we know. Am I making something up? Y'all was claiming 9, the max, whatever it was, so you can get all your stuff. Come on now. I know we black up in here. See, they ain't here fronting this morning. They wasn't ready for this. They wasn't ready. Go ahead, household. Yes.
Government, a legislative, deliberative, or consultative assembly.
So the definition for a household is government. That's the key thing that I wanted. The definition for a household is government. Where does the first church start? Huh? Where? The house. The first church starts in our house, right? We here at the body, the congregation, but it starts at home. Man, woman, child, it starts at the house. And that house is, by definition, a government. All right? Google government. Our houses have to be well ordered, have to be well, a government. What does a government have? Let's think about that. What does a government have? What you got? Stand up. Legislations. Give me some smaller words. What else a government has? It ain't hard. I'm just trying to get our mind to wrap around this. What you got? School. So, yeah, place to be taught. What you got? He had his hand up first. Go ahead. He said order. Government have order. Come on, Job, Judah. What it got? Think about this.
Structure.
That's it. All y'all got good answers, but think about what is the topic is a house under attack. So keep that in mind. So a household is a government. What is a government? I'm going to just have to give it to you. What else does a government have? Thank you. A what? A army, a defense system. Y'all follow? All right, let's Google, pull that definition up. A defense system. Come on.
A government is the system and body of people who manage and lead an organized community, typically a state.
Manage and leads. Manage and leads. Read.
An organized community, typically a state or nation. Its main functions include providing stability and order.
Order.
Delivering essential.
Solo, let's just stop right there. Let's just stop right there. A government, your household has to have stability. So, brothers, what you need? A job. Right? It says order. What is the order of things? What's the order we follow? Huh? What's our Constitution? Thank you, Brother Aaron. What's our Constitution? The Bible. What's the order? Somebody said it, I think. I said. Huh? Yes, yes. All praise to the Most High. Let's get ready to get into it. Hold on. I'm jumping the gun, but this is it. So from there, I don't want to skip over these scriptures. Go to Numbers chapter 12, verse 7. I'm going to touch on house a few more times, and then we're going to get into our house, our individual houses. Numbers 12 and verse 7. So in our house, this is how we have to be. Or rather, in the Lord's house, this is how we have to be.
The book of Numbers chapter 12, verse 7.
Come on.
My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house.
So the Lord has his house, right? You want to be known as, I know I would want to be known as the favorite child in the house. I would want to be known as, okay, I do everything daddy say. I do everything mama say. Because, you know, they hook you up. You do what your parents say, right? You get extra allowances. You get extra whatever. The Lord said our forefather Moses was what?
Faithful in all mine house.
He got title to be faithful in all the Lord's house. I know I would want that title. I'm faithful in the Lord's house, right? So from there, let's jump. Hold on. Matthew 10 and 6. Touching on just the house of the Lord, the house of the Lord. Two more scriptures on this. Matthew chapter 10, verse 6. Let me turn there with you. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew chapter 10, verse 6.
Come on.
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Matthew 15, 24.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 24.
Come on.
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So we go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Moses was faithful in all the house, right? Y'all got the point by now. So from here, let's get, I want to get a video. Well, no, I want to open up with this. 1 Timothy 3 and verse 2.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2.
That's fast. Slow down, bro. Slow down, bro. I know you in a groove now. I like that.
I had it loaded.
You ready? You ready now? He done knocked the cobwebs off. 1 Timothy 3 and 2.
1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2. A bishop then must be blameless.
So we're going to go down to verse 5.
Yes. The husband of one wife.
So now we finna get into our house, meaning us as men, our house. If you a sister, it's going to be your Lord's house. If you single, it's going to be your, you know, your dad, your father, the house, whatever, you know, whoever you living with. Go ahead.
Vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality.
So this is the qualities or, let's say, constitution that we got to live by. Go ahead.
Apt to teach.
So we got to be those things. We got to have those attributes. Apt to teach. So meaning to teach, we got to do a lot of what? Talking, communicating. It ain't just on the street. We the Israelites, Deuteronomy 28, read, brother. It ain't like that. Apt to teach. We got to, talk about different situations. Like finances. Okay, how things going on your job? How are you managing your money? How are things going with you and your family? Apt to teach. These type of things. Sometimes communication can get, what sisters say? I'm drained. We talk about the same thing. It's a lot. You always telling me what I'm doing. Come on, sisters. Let's stop fronting. One sisters be like, I'm emotionally drained. I can't keep dealing with this. No, we got to be apt to teach as leaders, as men. And believe it or not, sisters got to be apt to teach the children. You got to tell a child the same thing over and over and over. I got to tell my son the same thing over and over. I get tired of telling them, hey, bro, I said this 15 times. But we got to do it. Keep reading.
Not given to wine, no striker, not greedy of filthy lucre.
Come on.
But patient.
Not what?
But patient.
Read.
Not a brawler, not covetous. One that ruleth well his own house.
Rule well his what?
Own house.
Read.
Having his children in subjection with all gravity. For if a man know not how to...
That's it. Well, no, that's the key point. Go ahead.
For if a man know not how to rule his own house.
If we can't rule our own house, govern our own selves first and foremost. Read.
How shall he take care of the church of God?
That's the whole point. It starts with us ruling ourselves, ruling our house. Y'all see the trickle effect. Then it comes to the church. So a house under attack is more than just, okay, one layer. It starts with us as individuals under attack. It starts with, secondly, our families, our households, meaning everybody under our house under attack. Then it comes into the church. Believe it or not, us here in Jackson, Mississippi, we got to be ready for the next big trial. We got to be ready for, okay, what's going to happen in here in the body next. But for us to be ready for that, we have to be girded up ourselves as individuals. Our family, it shouldn't be no strife. It's going to be problems in a marriage, but it shouldn't be to where, okay, I hate this person. I hate you. What? And now we trying to come into the body and think everything in here going to be all good. No, it don't work like that.
Message.
If we got a household that's under attack, brother such and such him in his household, this brother such and such, this sister, this brother, they household under attack. They going through it right now. Guess what? That's going to affect everybody in here. You think it ain't? Sister come in here, she out the spirit. Brother come in here, he out the spirit. They talking to each other, talking to the brothers and the sisters. But a sister recognize, okay, something going on. Or we see the brother, we recognize something going on. Now he ain't performing his offices as well. He laid back. He taking his hand off the plow. What goes on in our individual houses affects what goes on in the body here in the church. Y'all understand that? So a house under attack, Satan gonna do all he can to pull all his tools out his bag to take somebody out. All right, so from there, let's drop that. Y'all got the point. Secondly, to rule your house, everyone must be in agreement. To rule our house as well, us as men, we all got to have everybody in agreement. Right? Give me 1 Corinthians 11. If anybody's not in agreement with how the household is supposed to be ran, guess what? Your household is under attack. If the wife not in agreement with her role, the household is under attack. If the man not leading how he's supposed to lead, guess what? The household is under attack.
That's
Satan
right.
finna use that, exploit that, and it won't be a strong foundation. It's going to be cracks in the foundation, as one class bishop had brought out. Read that 1 Corinthians 11. Finna get the order.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3.
I want y'all to cue up that first video of that movie Sinners with the vampires. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I got everything sent to the Telegram, so y'all get ready to cue that up. Go ahead.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ,
Uh-huh.
and the head of the woman is the man.
So to rule well our own houses, everybody got to understand how the house is supposed to be ran. Here it is, the president. Y'all know y'all president. Good old Donald J. Trump, the one you voted for. Yep, you out there. Y'all voted for him. Not y'all up in here. I'm just talking noise for the folks on, online. If the president ain't running and leading, and say like, the vice he's supposed to be the vice president, but if he try to take over, when it ain't time, then something out of order. Or if say the governor or whoever, somebody that's lower class, try to go and take over the president's seat, he supposed to be the head man. He the president. He running stuff. Can't no Senate or no secretary say, hey, man, nah, we doing it like this. What? Trump, he crazy. That's our president. You voted for him. That's our president. The Lord set him up. He gonna do you something. That's Trump. Ain't no telling what's going to happen with this, brother. Yeah, I said it just like that. Read that again. The order has to be set. Come on.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ. And the head of the woman is the man.
Go ahead.
And the head of Christ is God.
So the order has to be set. God, Christ, man, woman. If anything is out of order, the household is under attack. Y'all understand that? All right. I hope so. Now, from there, jump down to, let's go to Amos 3:3. Amos chapter 3, verse 3.
Sir. The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 3.
Bring it out.
Can two walk together except they be agreed?
That's a key principle. Can we walk together except we be agreed? Read.
Will a lion roar in the forest?
Nope, I think that's all I want. Is that it on that?
Yes.
That's the main thing?
Yes.
We got to be agreed. It got to be understood who's playing what role, who's doing what. It got to be understood. And it got to be in agreement, a harmony. It got to be, it got to be understood. It can't be no rift in that. Otherwise, if it's a rift, Satan done got in there, and now we don't even understand something is going on, and we under attack. We ain't fighting each other. The husband ain't fighting the wife. The wife is saying, I'm fighting against the husband. We on the same team. It got to be said, we on the same team. We got to be working with each other, not against each other, because we in a fight. And we finna get into how deep this fight really is. All right. So from there, let me get the first video. Let's pull that video clip up. I know we like videos. I'm a movie person. Who all in here seen the movie Sinners? Seen the movie Sinners? Raise your hand. Okay. About half and half. Some seen it, some ain't seen it. Well, we finna spoil it a little bit. All right, I like this scene. I was riding, just meditating on the class and the class title, and I thought about this scene about, a house being under attack. What, a visual, how can that be? Spiritually, I don't think we really got it yet. We just thinking everything, okay, I'm coming to the Sabbath, everything all good. I like my purple dress I got on for the sisters. Brothers like, yeah, I'm in my uniform. I'm a soldier. I'm suited and booted. We just playing Israelite, not knowing this is a life and death thing. This is serious. Some brothers in here been through a few trials. Some sisters been through a few trials, and they know it's real. You ain't gonna know it's real until you get hit and your situation, your life get rocked by Satan. Something happened to you, oh damn, this is for real. You contemplating, should I stay or should I go? I don't like him no more, or I don't like her no more. My marriage is failing. Now you contemplating real situational scenarios to where, hey, your salvation is on the line. And you understanding now, oh, damn, this is a spiritual fight. My soul is at stake. So let's get that video. If y'all ain't seen the movie, oh, well, you should have seen it. We finna play the clip. All right. This is how it is. Turn it up a little bit. That's for educational purposes. I want to, turn it up.
Back up.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, stop it. I want to turn up a little bit. Can it be turned up a little bit? Spiritually, if you ain't seen the movie, I gotta lay the base. All right, so basically, this dude a vampire, and he running from. I'm gonna just tell you, y'all seen the movie. He running from some Indians that's trying to kill him, and he just come across this house. Now he finna, just watch it. Let's turn it up. Let's play it. Start over. Spiritually, this is you. This is your house, you know, your little house, your whatever. This is you. And you get a knock at the door. Boom, 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 boom. Sister's like, who is it? I don't know who. Leave them out there, damn it. It don't matter who it is. No, we got to answer the door. They might need some help. To hell with their ass. Spiritually, this is what's going on. Play the clip. There we go. Satan coming to you. Stop. Satan coming to your house. Satan is on the way. Go ahead. He knocking at the door. Boom. Boom. Stop. Give me, I know I'm going to let y'all watch the clip in a second, but I'm thinking about a scripture. Give me Revelation 3:20. Standing at the door and knock. I think that's what I want. Spiritually, this is what's going on. Satan knocking at the door. That's by the thoughts you have. You thinking about watching porn. That's Satan knocking. Are you going to give into it? If you give into it, that's you opening the door. Satan knocking at the door. You want to smoke some weed. You reminiscing about drinking. You reminiscing about your ex. That's Satan knocking at your door. What you gonna do? As Bishop Yawasop, shout out to Bishop Yawasop, all almighty bishops. That's Satan knocking. I'm going to show you spiritually this is what's going on. Read that scripture.
The book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 20.
Come on.
Behold, I stand at the door and knock.
This is Christ knocking. In the context, this is Christ knocking at the door. That's you understanding I got to keep the commandments. That's you understanding, brothers, I got to fight off adultery. I got to fight off the spirit of lying. So you think about thou shalt not lie. That's Christ knocking. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Read.
If any man hear my voice.
You hear the scripture in your head. You understand the commandment. You hear it. Read.
And open the door.
You do it. You let Christ in by doing what he say do. That's the spirit dwelling with you. Read.
I will come into him and will sup with him, and he with me. To him that overcometh.
That's it. So you overcame the situation. You let Christ in. He knocked at the door. But guess what? The devil going to say, hey, let me come knock. Some of y'all got that knock. You thought about doing some crazy stuff. You contemplated you got a whole relationship with somebody else in your mind. Remember the Bible say, the heart is desperately wicked. Give me that in Jeremiah. The heart is desperately wicked. All this should go under in your notes. Satan knocking at the door. You can put that down. The devil knocking at the door. Or you can put down, say, I don't know, sin knocking. Christ knocking. I remember I seen a sign driving one time. I think my wife seen the sign. It got an Edomite, you know, the damn devil as Jesus. But it say, I think on the sign it say, Jesus, is that you? Something like that. When you drive by, it's kind of fast. It just look like it's saying, Jesus, is that you? Jesus knocking at the door. Not the white one. If it's the white one, better kick his ass out. Read that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 9.
Come on.
The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
So the mind, you getting a knock at the door of our minds. That knock could be you contemplating. Like I was saying, I ain't forgot the point. You reminiscing on who you was with in the past. You reminiscing on how you used to roll, the job you used to have. Whatever it is, but you know it ain't godly thoughts. That's Satan knocking. You know it ain't godly thoughts. Here it is. You got a whole relationship with somebody in your mind. You may be single, but in your mind, you just imagining being with them. That's Satan knocking, bruh. Here it is. You married. You got a whole relationship with somebody else in your mind. You ain't done nothing. That's Satan knocking. All right. Let's play the clip. Now y'all got the bass. I think y'all got it now. I pulled a Bishop Yawasop on you. We finna watch the clip now. Now you ready. Go ahead. Start it from back. Start it back a little bit. Yep. I ain't gonna stop you. Let it play.
Back up.
Yeah, I gotta help. I thought I could trust them, but they trying to kill me.
Slow down.
Who's trying to kill you?
Choctaw.
Sure wasn't just some fair-skinned niggers. Ain't no engines around here for miles.
Oh, God.
Stop. He said, you sure it just ain't some fair-skinned nigger? Did I hear that right? That what he said? I gotta watch the movie again. I watched it like twice. I gotta watch it again. Good movie. So go ahead, play. Say somebody trying to kill me. So this is the guns up. Them two Edomites, but you know, this is the visual, the illustration. This is you with your guns up. You know, okay, if this is sin knocking at the door, thou shalt not do this. Thou shalt not do that. You know, I gotta walk in the spirit. I gotta, you know, have my tongue seasoned with salt. Sister gotta be like, okay, I know I can't be going back and forth with my husband. You know, her guns are up. She fighting against Satan. Bro, your guns are up. You ain't giving into porn. In the spirit, this is how it is. Your guns are up. Satan knocked at the door. The door open. He ain't came in yet. But your guns are up. But sometimes we give into the subtleties and the tricks. Like what he finna say. He finna pull on the heartstrings of these people. Play on.
Ain't no engines around here for miles.
Oh, God. Oh, they took my wife. Oh, God. I'm a coward, ain't I?
Make sure they can hear, IT.
Hey, I got gold. Them dirty engines meant to rob me. They ain't get all of it. Y'all can have it. Just don't let them hurt me no more.
Hold up. See, now they finna give into it. They finna give into it. Look at the woman. Her face looking like, oh, we gotta help him. Hold on, don't mess with it. That was it. That was it. What y'all do? That was it. That was a perfect facial expression. The devil come in. The devil ain't finna just force his way in. Remember, devil means what? Thank you. Deceiver. He gonna trick you. He gonna play on your heartstrings. It's gonna be that sister, brother that you know, for some reason you just can't tell her no at work, or you just, you know, she your type. You just give in to her. Sister, same thing. They pull on the heartstrings. The damn vampire finna come in and bite them and, you know, and kill them, turn them into vampires, and they feeling sorry for the damn devil. Feeling sorry for Satan himself. All right, play the clip. There you go, right there. Pull it up. Look at her. Look at the woman. We got to help him, baby. We got to help him. He like, man, I don't know. My gun down, but I'm still unsure. She like, but look at him. It's the damn devil. Shoot him. Anyway, spiritually, you get what I'm saying. Spiritually, you got to shut him down spiritually. All right, play the clip. All right, they let him in. They didn't let the damn devil in.
Evening, ma'am. We're in pursuit of someone very dangerous. He might have come onto your property. Have you seen anyone recently?
No. Bert!
Is he in there with you, ma'am?
Now, spiritually,
He's
this
not
is the
what he
counsel.
seems.
Stop. Somebody asking you, how you doing? What's going on? You've been, I mean, obviously this is the movie, but I'm making it a spiritual comparison. Spiritually, you know, the native Indians, what tribe they is? All praises. So they got this in the movie clip. So y'all know there's some spiritual stuff in this movie. So spiritually, that's compared to somebody asking you, how you doing, bro? How you doing, sis? You all right? You battling? Are you giving in? You watching porn? Have you been smoking? Because he said, is he in there with you? Yeah, the devil in the house with him. Yeah, he in there with him. So we got to understand what it means when our house is under attack and how the tricks, subtleties, right? You get what I'm saying? How the devil works. Go ahead.
God forbid you let him into your home. And if so, We need to act now.
Kilia! Tushpa! Ikaw kilo kayo sa ang tushpa tsuka kilona.
Chihoya, chiapisa, chitakla, ay chigi.
All right, let's see. I got a lot to get through. I'm already about 30 minutes in already. All right, so he said, God forbid you let him into your home. If so, we got to act now. Spiritually, that's you almost bugging out. That's you not in your right mind. That's you just not, you on edge. We got to act now. All right, a house under attack. So from there, y'all get the picture. If you ain't seen the movie, go watch the movie. Matthew 12:28. Y'all got to get y'all, I don't know, Amazon or something, jailbreaker, Amazon Prime, do something. But it's a good movie. And watch it through spiritual eyes, though. Matthew 12:28.
The book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 28. But if I cast out devils by the Spirit of God, then the kingdom of God is come unto you.
Read.
Or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house?
So how can one enter into a strong man's house? Read.
And spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man.
So in the face value, what we reading, in this face value parable, Satan gonna try to bind us, gonna try to trip us up. A brother, say he with his family, he got a household, he praying, they study, they pray, they apply. They praying 3 times a day. They fasting when they can. You know what I'm saying? They being around the body in the congregation. They doing everything they can to stand, to fight off Satan. So Satan like, dang, how can I bind this strong man? How can I trip them up to get inside this household? What can I do? Read that part again.
Yes. Or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods?
Take his goods.
Except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
That, what we just saw about, except he first bind the strong man. What's some examples, brothers, we can be bound for Satan to get in? I want y'all to just give me some answers real quick. What's some ways Satan can bind us? Because think about it. If somebody break into your house, physically, literally, and tie you up, right? Boom. You done. Spiritually, what's some ways Satan can bind you? We saw it on that video clip, some ways that he bound that couple. He ain't raised a gun, he ain't raised a fist, but he bound them how? In the movie, huh? Right. Think what you said, Brother Aaron. Money, played on their emotions. Satan played on their emotions and got into the house. What's some other ways Satan can bind us, then get into our house? What y'all got? Huh? He can bind you with drugs, bind you with alcohol. He can bind you with women. That's a good one. Whatever your lust is. Brother, what's another one? All right. I want to say sisters, but sisters. How did Eve get bound? Just shout it out. What'd she do? Huh? Right. Satan bound the strong man by coming through who? The woman, his wife, right? Put that picture up. Y'all can pull it up. Y'all can put that picture up. All those things will happen for Satan to come in to bind us. 2 Ezra 16:67. 1677. You a strong brother, now you looking like that. Damn. You a big strong brother, now you done went to anorexia. Damn, lost everything. But yeah, we get bound by these different devices, these different avenues of sin. The avenues of sin are very broad. Read that.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16, verse 77.
This is how we get bound. Read that.
Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins.
Bound with what?
Their sins.
You might want to write down bound with sin. You say bound with lust, whatever you battling right now. Satan is trying to bind me with whatever you going through. Porn, if you watching it. And that's just something broad. Satan is trying to bind me with hatred. I hate my husband. Or I hate my wife. Here it is, we saying the Lord's Prayer, forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. God ain't forgiving you. You sitting there with hatred in your heart, talking about Forgive me, Lord, for my sins. God ain't forgiving us. I know that's hard to hear, ain't it? Wow, God ain't gonna forgive me? Nope. Not if you don't forgive your spouse. Not if you don't forgive your brother. Not if you don't forgive your sister. It said right there in the Bible. But read that.
Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities.
And once you cover with it, ain't no reaching you. Ain't no getting through to this person. Read.
Like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through.
That what?
That no man may travel through.
Now can't nobody get through to you. No man can travel through to get through the things that you battling. Brothers try to talk to you. You ain't receiving it. Your mind made up. I don't want to hear nothing. Can't tell me nothing. I'm grown. I tried it my way. It didn't work. I'm done. Can't nobody. Read that part again.
Yes, sir. That no man may travel through.
No, read it again. You start higher.
Yes, sir. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities. Like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through.
No one can get through to you. Read.
It is left undressed.
It is left undressed. You ain't studying. You ain't praying. You ain't applying. You ain't fighting it off. Read.
And is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith.
Now your soul burnt up. Eternally damned. That's what it is. That's what it is. We get bound with these things. All right. John 10 and 10. John chapter 10, verse 10.
The book of John, chapter 10, verse 10.
Bring it out.
The thief cometh not, but to steal.
But to what?
But for to steal.
So the thief come, your house under attack, the thief come to do what?
But for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy.
And to what?
To destroy.
Trying to destroy your household. Man, pull the vampire back up. I want y'all to skip to like past that part when they end up getting bit. When she came back. You gotta see it. You gotta see it. This is some spiritual stuff we battling and facing. We don't understand what's really going on. We think we just living. Okay, I woke up today. It's Tuesday. I gotta go to work. I gotta come home. My mindset was thinking about this today. You know, I was going through this, not understanding all this is spiritual warfare to destroy your soul. All right, go back. That's too far. Go back a little bit. Right there. Play from right there. So the thief, the devil inside now. The devil is inside the house. She think everything all good. She felt sorry for him. She let him in.
Huh?
Exactly. Play.
Bert! Engines came and went. Bert! Bert! Bert?
Oh, he's just resting.
So the husband got bit. He turned into a vampire, the devil. She come back in. She's like, damn, what's going on? You let the devil in. What you think is going on? He trying to destroy you. He trying to make you him. The devil trying to convert you into being another devil.
Bruh.
Play. I mean,
He's all better now. Hey, baby.
it's over with. It's done. All right, stop it. Stop it. John 10 and 10 again. So you let the devil in. He knocked. He ain't forced his way in. Oh, yeah, and this is another part about the movie. When you watch the movie, I'm going to just tell you. You should have watched it. You should have watched it by now. You should have watched it. I'm going to tell you. Every time the vampires would try to come in, they couldn't just come in. They had to knock. And you had to, in the movie, you had to invite them in. It was always, okay, We can't just come in, but you had to let them in throughout the movie. Y'all remember that part? Y'all remember that in the movie? So it's a spiritual thing. And by letting them in is by the decisions we make, what we give in to or what we reject, what we shoot down with the word of God. When we shoot it down with the word of God, we telling the devil, no, you can't come in. But when we have those subtle yeses, okay, I can do this. It ain't that bad. I watched porn. It was only for 2 minutes. I smoked a cigarette, but it was just a little bit. It was one butt in my ashtray. I lit it, smoked it, and that was it. I ain't gonna do it no more. The devil's in now, ready to bite you at his will. That's how I be. I talked to one brother. He's no here Israelite. He said his trial was pork, bacon. He said, man, I can't just let it go. I just love to eat the pork. I laughed my ass off. Bruh. I say, for real? That's why you ain't came in yet? They're like, yeah, I just family reunions. I just give in to it. I'm like, damn. It's really hard for this brother. He was overweight. But his thing, he couldn't give up the pork. Anyway, I don't know why I thought about that, but it just popped up. Just read that scripture again.
John chapter 10, verse 10.
Bring it out.
The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy.
All right, 1 Peter 5 and 8. This is the fight.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8.
Come on.
Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil.
Your who?
Your adversary, the devil.
Some of y'all don't understand. Y'all haven't accepted you in a fight. You still playing church. This is just Israelite church to you. You still playing, okay, yeah, we ain't the church. We a little bit more, better than the church. We got our purple and gold. We the Israelites. But it still ain't really hit you yet that this is a fight every day. Read. Y'all cue up that video with Nefarious. It's a short with the Nefarious clip. Play it. Read on.
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
What?
Seeking whom he may devour.
We seen a vampire devour that couple that got devoured. Zechariah 3 and 1. Y'all cue that next video up. It ain't set in that we in a fight. We come in here, we just playing Israelite church. It ain't set in that you in a real war for your soul. Read that.
The book of Zechariah chapter 3 verse 1.
Come on.
And he showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan standing at his right hand to resist him.
To what?
To resist him.
Satan is trying to stop you from doing righteousness, stop you from keeping the commandments. He knocking at the door. Boom, 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 boom. And you still thinking it's just, okay, I thought about that, but it wasn't that bad. You thought about it, but why do you think about it? Why did you entertain it? Did you shoot the thought down? All right, since IT want to be so, ready to play the video, go ahead and play the video. Y'all ain't ready? I'm ready. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. All right. Got to get permission from them folks first. There's a whole different sect over there. Whole different sect. It's a Bible word. The sect of the Pharisee. I'm just joking. It's a joke. I'm joking. Go ahead.
Ready for round 2?
I didn't know this was a fight.
That's why you're losing.
I apologize for losing my professional demeanor.
That's really all I wanted. Play it again.
Ready for round 2?
I didn't know this was a fight.
That's why you're losing.
Some of y'all don't understand. Satan comes and goes, and it's a fight every time. And we don't understand you in a fight, you losing. Here it is, you getting beat up. Whop, having this thought. Whop, having that thought. It's a black thing I just said right there. Whop. We said that in high school. You getting your behind beat. Whop, having this thought. Whop, having that thought. You getting beat up because you ain't knowing it's a fight. And you ain't studied. You ain't read. You ain't prayed. You think, okay, I'm too cool to pray. That's too Christian-y for me to pray. No, we pray in here. I pray all the time. I say, hey, man, I got to stop and pray. I pray a lot. I got a fast mode, but I'll pray you up and down the street. You ain't ready for me. I say, Lord, have mercy on me. I'm going through it right now. I really need your help. Forgive me for all my craziness. You got to be real. We in a fight. All right. Because in the beginning, he said, you ready for round 2? Some of y'all ain't even know you. Some of y'all, some of us don't even know Satan done came and went 3 and 4 times. Here it is. You think you just having a bad day. Satan done came and went throughout the whole week, and you think you just had a bad week. No, it's a reason why things just going wrong. It's a reason why your mind, your thought process just been the way it was. Satan done came and went, and you ain't even picked up on it. Read it.
The book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 13.
That's why he said, that's why you're losing. That was crazy. Satan done came and went. You had a bad day, a bad week. Here it is, you finna have a bad month. Satan done came and went, you ain't even realized it. You like, man, we ain't went out to eat yet, me and my husband. The wife say, me and my Lord ain't went out to eat. He don't love me no more. Bruh, hit that one again. Bruh, like, man, the brother like, my wife, she ain't clean up the house yet. I come home, ain't no food cooked. I shouldn't have married this sister. Hit the sound bite. Bruh. See, you ain't want to hit the sound bite for that one. See, that's why they think we one-sided up in here, y'all. You got to be 2 sides. We get on the sisters, we got to get on the brothers. Come on, y'all. Help me out. Brother be like, man, she ain't cooked. I shouldn't have married her. I made a mistake. You thought that. You ain't said nothing, but you thought that. Like, damn, I told her to spend $100 at Walmart. Why she spend $150? She don't know how to keep no money, man. She ain't like Tobit, the woman in Tobit, man. I told her $100. She spent $200 every time at Walmart. What? I should have married her. Bruh. And you thinking, okay, whatever it is your scenario is. I'm just throwing out scenarios. And you thinking, oh, I'm just having a bad day, a bad week. That Satan done came and went, and you ain't checked it one time. Read that scripture.
Luke chapter 4, verse 13.
Bring it out.
And when the devil had ended all the temptation, he departed from him for a season.
He departed for a season. Came and went. Came and went. Came and went. All right. So from there, the avenues of sin are very broad. All right. The attack came to Adam and Eve in the garden. So an attack was on Adam's house. Right? The woman entertained something outside of the Bible. Give me that in Genesis 3. This really ain't no marriage class. It's like, it's just touching on that. But, you know, it's a lot to a house being under attack. It's a lot of different ways you can go with it. Genesis 3.
Start at 1.
Yes.
Yes. The book of Genesis chapter 3, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, have God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
Game on. Attack is on right here. You need to put right there in your notes, attack has started. Attack on. Right here is where the attack started. Read.
And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman,
What'd he say?
Ye shall not surely die.
So there you go right there. Attack on. Game is on right there. That's an attack. He ain't come in forceful. He ain't, come in, okay, do this, do that. I'm taking over. It wasn't like that. Read.
For God doth know that for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as God.
And who?
And ye shall be as God.
He appealed to a lust that was in her. She wanted to be a god as well. That's that trickery. So Satan came in and attacked Adam's household. How did he come in? Through his woman, through his wife. So me as a man knowing that, brothers, us as men knowing that, we got to always be on guard. We got to have, things in play to defend our house. And believe it or not, that's going to come through a lot of talking, a lot of communicating, a lot of praying, a lot of, did you have any Bible questions today? No, I ain't have no Bible questions. Okay, well, let me ask a question. Because sometimes it can get mundane to where the conversation don't go nowhere. And you got to kind of make the conversation go somewhere to get to a spiritual growth point. You know, sometimes we got to be like, we just got to build on something. Keeping our mind sharp. Keeping our, hey, let's stop and pray. Everything can be going on. Hey, let's just stop and pray. That's you setting up parameters for your house to be defended. Because you in the spirit, she in the spirit. So when things come up, oh, wow, boom, I can shoot that thought down. Oh, wow, bow, I can shoot that thought down. We done prayed, we done talked about a few scriptures. Okay, you talking to sisters, I'm talking to brothers. We doing things to defend ourselves. Read on.
Yes, sir. Verse 5. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof.
Come on.
Then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good.
All right, you can stop. Jump down to verse. So she ended up eating of the tree, and then Adam, he hearkened unto his wife. Read verse 15. 15 on down.
Yes. Verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman.
Come on.
And between thy seed and her seed.
Uh-huh. Now, this is a parable. This is very deep, Genesis is. But we're going to skim over it. Go ahead.
It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
When they say, it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. It ain't talking about, literally like, okay, you get hit in the head, boom, you got hit in the head. It ain't talking about that. It's talking about our head being Christ. It's going to always be war between the children of God and the children of Satan. It's going to always be a war between the children of God and the children of Satan. Read.
Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow.
So this is the judgment.
And thy conception. And sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
Read.
And he shall rule over thee.
Read.
And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife.
What?
Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife.
So Adam gave in. He didn't check it. He simped.
Damn.
He had to stay strong. He didn't stay strong. Read.
And hast eaten of the tree, of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it.
So we recognize what happened between Eve, what she did, Adam, what he did because he listened to his wife. Now, guess what? Accountability has to set in. I got to speed up. Accountability has to set in. Oh, okay, now I see where things went wrong. I see where the attack came from. Sometimes brothers and sisters can be in a situation and be like, damn, I don't know how we got here. One day it was just all bad. It was all bad. I don't know how we got here. We got what they call, what's the word? Reverse engineer our lives, our day-to-day. What happened? How we got here? How what I say to make you mad? How you feel today? What's going on? Shalom. Shalom mean peace. I ain't got no beef with you, baby. It may gotta be like that. I ain't got no beef with you, baby. Whoever said that. I ain't got no beef with you. You shouldn't have beef, right, with your spouse. But sometimes you're like, damn, how we get here? The attack has came. Now, what are we going to do to fight back? All right. From there, go to, I got to skip a few things. I don't want to, but go to the divorce attorney video. The divorce attorney video. I want y'all to pull that up. And while we getting that, I did put this down. So Adam, but give me Revelation 14:4. This is a part about us ruling our house as well. Revelation 14:4. So the attack came on Adam's house. The woman entertaining something outside the Bible. Adam not checking the BS, and he listened to his wife. Guess what? Satan thinking to himself, game on. It's on. Game on. That was Satan thinking to himself. Eve's mind became defiled. She wanted to be equal to her husband. All right. So guess what? Adam became defiled by listening to her. I know that's heavy. I know that's deep. Adam became defiled by listening to his wife. Read that.
Revelation chapter 14, verse 4.
Come on.
These are they which are not defiled with women.
Read.
For they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb, whithersoever he goeth.
So when it say virgins, it don't mean literal virgins, because the Bible say be married, have wives. It's talking about being the virgins, going into us not being defiled with different religions, different doctrines. We're going to follow this Bible, thus saith the Lord. Read. We're not indoctrinated with the mark of the beast. Read.
These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb.
So whatever the Bible say we're going to do, we're going to follow. These are the type of men God is looking for. I hope we in that number. Brothers, I hope we in that number. These are the type of men God is trying to develop.
Message.
All right? So from there, pull that clip up. Let's go through that timestamp. I got all the timestamps, so let me follow along with y'all. But play from the beginning. Let's jump right into it.
All marital problems stem from two things, and that's...
What about sex? How often is sex the issue in divorce?
Oh my God.
James Sexton, the world's #1 divorce lawyer, specializing in billionaires, athletes, and celebrities for over 2 decades.
Giving him a unique insight into how relationships fail and succeed.
There's about a 56% chance that your marriage will end in divorce. Yet, 86% of people remarry within 5 years. But most people have no idea what they are getting themselves into. And a great example of that would be prenups.
Who gets what when they break up?
Correct. And the most shocking prenup I've ever seen said that for every 10 pounds the wife gained, she would lose $10,000 a month in alimony.
10 pounds of weight.
And that was enforceable.
Do money issues lead to divorce?
Hey, that's a crazy one right there.
What's the quickest?
Like, what the hell? That's crazy. He sees some crazy stuff. So this is a divorce attorney. He had another interview with somebody else. I watched that one. This is a more newer one. So I ended up watching this one, and there was a lot of good points in there. Of course, you got to filter everything through the Bible, but a lot of things he say, the bishops and the leadership been saying how to fix marriages, what to do. And I mean, like, that's something I always want to take away from, like, a life lesson. Like, whether you in the truth, whether you in the world, everybody say the same thing about this particular situation. It got to be true. If the people in the world say, hey, when it comes to this, this how it is. If the bishops, the leadership say, hey, when it comes to this, this is how it is. And those things match up, I can't get around it, damn it. That's how it is. So the principles and things he was saying, our bishops and leadership been saying it. So it's just like, you know, just more to add on to it. Sometimes, unfortunately, sometimes you just got to hear it from an Edomite. Damn it. You just got to have a white man saying it for you to believe it. Play the video. Is that it?
From marriage to divorce.
48 hours.
Who cheats more, men or women?
You'll be shocked to hear it's...
Have you ever seen violence during a divorce?
They ran her over 4 times and stabbed her.
Jesus Christ. So here's the question then. Should we get married? And then, do you think love is a terrible idea?
I think it's insane to love anything, because someday that'll be gone. And this thing's gonna break my heart, no matter what I lose. That's not a reason not to love. And I think there's something
Turn
really
up a little bit more
there.
Congratulations, Diary of a Seer gang. We've
down a little bit. That's good, though. I'd rather be a little loud than too low, but that's good. All right, so from there, get 1 Corinthians 7. So that was the intro to the video. We finna hit a few timestamps. I'm going to run through it. You're going to be shocked at what this Edomite bring out. You're going to be shocked. But it's going to be real. It's going to be relatable. It's going to be like, dang, okay, it ain't just me. Nope, guess what? It ain't just you. I'm the only one who have a bad marriage. I'm the only one going through this. No, you ain't. It's hundreds of millions of everybody else going through the same thing you're going through. And he can attest to it. 1 Corinthians 7, you know what I want? The one about trouble in the flesh?
Yes, sir.
Started, 28. That's it.
Come on!
Nope. Start at verse, I'm sorry, y'all. 27.
Yes.
1 Corinthians 7:27.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 27.
Bring it out.
Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loosed.
So he's saying you bound to a wife, quit looking for a way out. Read.
art thou loose
Now
from...
this, I gotta preface this. This is for two believers in the church, two believers that believe and know. Now, if you in the body and your wife don't believe, she wearing pants, she said, "The hell with you, nigga! I'm eating this bacon sandwich. I cooked it. It's mine. I bought it on sale. This is me. This is me." Then you got a different situation on your hands. Read it.
Art thou loose from a wife? Seek not a wife.
Read.
But if
Meaning,
thou...
like, if you not married, stay focused on doing the work of the Lord. Make that your main priority.
And if thou marry, thou hast not sinned.
So you get married, you have not sinned.
And if a virgin marry, she have not sinned.
Read.
Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh.
Trouble in the flesh. Things just not gonna be perfect. You ain't the only one. It's gonna be some it's gonna be some ups and downs. I ain't been married that long, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Few years, more than a few, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Go ahead.
But I spare you.
But I spare you, meaning I'm gonna make a way to where you're gonna understand how to work through these situations, all right? With us, it's gonna always be using the Bible. So let's touch on trouble in the flesh a little bit real quick. Get that second time stamp. I will highlight that in the Bible. Trouble in the flesh. Now, that don't mean we got to accept trouble in the flesh. Like, okay, it's going to be something. Because I heard a wise man tell me that. He was like, stop looking for trouble in the flesh. Bruh. Just be. You married, y'all together now. You ain't got to look for trouble in the flesh. Of course, things going to happen, but don't be looking for it. Don't be trying to expect it. I'm like, you know what? Cool. I can receive that. So, get that second time stamp.
I want to just drill down a little bit into what that actually looks like, because there'll be a lot of people right now, including myself, who heard you use this term preventative maintenance. Yeah. And immediately I thought, Jesus Christ, I probably should do that a little bit more.
Sure.
What do you mean by preventative maintenance?
It can be lots of things. I think it can be, I try to give a lot of examples, but I think some of the simplest examples are very small gestures of courtesy. I mean, think about when you first started dating.
Preventative maintenance. We got to apply this. If you love your spouse, apply it. Hell, if you love God, apply it. If you love God, apply it. This is some preventative maintenance things. Read it. Play on.
They would say the littlest thing about you, and it made you so happy because they were noticing you. You know, and they saw beautiful things in you, and that made you see and feel those things in yourself. You know, that's a amazing thing we can do for each other, you know? And so, I mean, at its core level, like the example I've given to a lot of my male friends, and several of them have done it, and I've got a lot of really good feedback on it, is leave a note. Just leave a note in the morning when you leave for work or wherever it is you're going, just leave a note. You know, it was so great hanging out with you last night. I'm with the prettiest girl in the whole world. Can't wait to see you again. That's it. What does that take? 10 seconds? 10 seconds. And every guy I meet who I say that to, they go, yeah, the first time I did it, she was like, what is going on? Why did you leave me that note? What's going on?
Stop. I done something like that, but she like, I can't, something wrong? You being nice? What's going on? You being nice now? What you do? I'm trying to keep the commandments, damn it. I'm trying to get right with the Lord and you, and we trying to do this thing. To hell with it. I'm done. I ain't doing nothing that's nice for you, damn it. To see you, see? Nah, I'm just joking. But that's how it be. But I'm saying, you get the picture. Play on.
But then after a little while, like if this is just something you do, that you go, yeah, I just, you know, I want to make a practice of like how I want to tell you this stuff I forget to tell you sometimes. You know, like what does that take? Like what does it take for your partner to say to you, you're so smart. Like I just love being around you. Like you're so handsome. I'm so lucky.
You can stop
like
it.
what?
All right, so from there, see, these are some things to do to fix and have preventative maintenance on a marriage. Right? Say trouble in the flesh. Okay, like, damn, how do we get here? Oh, wow. Okay, dang. Now, how do we get out of this place that we are in? Proverbs 15:1. Proverbs 15:1. Some of y'all know this and don't apply it. This ain't nobody in particular. Some of us know this and don't apply it. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 1.
Bring it out.
A soft answer turneth away wrath.
That's it. Sometimes when they ask a question and you like maybe, you know, whatever you dealing with or thinking it's something, and you want to say, you know, what you want to say, but you don't say it, you think about it, you know what? Let me give a soft answer to turn away wrath. That's you trying to fix it. Read on.
But grievous words stir up anger.
That's what the Edomite just said, but it's been in the Bible for thousands of years. Get now Sirach chapter 6, verse 5. A house under attack, guess what? These are some ways to fight that attack. These are some ways to fight that attack. Because if me and my spouse having a rift and we come into the congregation, they're like, what's wrong, sis? Nothing. Where the bread and wine at so I can pass this stuff out and sit down? Damn. No love today, huh? Right? That's how it be. Little things like that. And if somebody else don't say nothing and we just let it go on, then now it just spread from, you know, one house to another. Now we in here. Ain't nobody got no love for each other. The camaraderie is gone. Mississippi ain't known for hospitality no more. We known for being, you know, they just different now. Ain't no love no more. Damn. Read Sirach 6 and 5 now.
The book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 5.
Bring it out.
Sweet language will multiply friends.
Sweet language. Meaning you say something, some kind words. Read.
And a fair speaking tongue.
A fair speaking tongue.
Will increase kind greeting.
We can use this to apply with, you know, the sisters using it with each other. The brothers using it towards their spouse. That's in the Bible. This is how you combat arguments or combat, you know, us going left. Because if we go left and nobody say, hey, you know what? If nobody got no spiritual sense, Satan done took over. He like that vampire in the movie sitting in your black room like, yeah, I got him now. Come on back. I got him. I'm in the house. Damn. You been bit. You've been bit. All right, play the next time stamp.
Your romantic partner? Like, when did it become acceptable as it is in culture to just piss all over your partner? Like every guy, it's like I'm married to the most loathsome harpy ever to castrate a man. Like this one, the old ball and chain. And women, it's like the guy's like, oh, this idiot, like this just lovable idiot, you know, like he doesn't know anything. He's so stupid. Men are so stupid. Like when did that, what do you think's gonna come from that? Other than this disdain that we can then have for each other and this sort of disrespect, as opposed to being like so into each other, which is what you were when you were strangers. You know, when you didn't know each other, you know, all the same women sitting around in a group of women talking about how much their husbands suck. When their female friend goes, oh my God, I'm seeing this guy. I just started seeing, what did he, oh my God, he sounds so great. All this is your guy 5 years ago. But somehow now you're really going to buy the delusion that if it all works out with him and they get married and they do their little fairy tale thing and the cake and the dress and the whole thing, that in 5 years, she's still going to be like, he's so great. No, it's going to be, oh, he's again, just like the rest of you. So we need to start as a culture, you know, perhaps changing the way.
Y'all good. See, a lot of good points get brought out just in general, just in the world. And it's like we can't seem to understand that here having the Bible. Sisters talking about your husbands, don't do that. Brothers talking about your wives, don't do that. I mean, we already fighting everything outside these doors. We only need to be fighting each other. All right, I got to shift gears. But y'all got the point. Lord will, we take this and apply this. All right, y'all got that other one ready? We got to drop that. Get, give me the 1 Corinthians 12. I got to shift now into the congregational stuff. I got a few more minutes. Actually, what I want. Give me the one I said play this next on the Telegram. I said play this next. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Evil communication corrupt good manners. And then y'all get the one I'm going to say play after. Give me 1 Corinthians 15:33. I got to rush through it.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33.
Bring it out.
Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
What you consume, what you receive, what you watch, what you listen to, things like that. Evil, yeah, we all say we know this, but we don't really understand the depths of it. Evil communication corrupt good manners. All right, play that clip right there. I seen this on another class I was watching, and I said, this is pretty good right here. I got to use this. So I said, hey, man, y'all find this on TikTok for me, because I ain't got no TikTok. And they found it, or on YouTube or something. But play that. Bruh, if this is Spanish.
The problem with watching movies is we opt into movies. It is a conscious decision to consume a particular kind or type of content. The problem with any and all types of energetic entities, once there is an opt-in, it becomes fair game. So essentially, when you're watching a particular movie, there may be entities that go almost like a package. They're packaged up together with a movie, or there are entities that follow the movie. We can think of them as energetic parasites. We can think of them as just energetic structures. It doesn't have to be parasites, because not every single entity that would be attached to a piece of content would be negative. There are positive entities, there are neutral entities, there are negative entities. But more often than not, if you guys could see everything on an energetic level, you would know that every single piece of content that you consume contains almost like beings, etheric beings, that vibrate at the same frequency.
All right.
And therefore, as you,
I ain't got no timestamp, but skip up a little bit. How many minutes this is? She said everything we watch got a frequency and energy and all that BS. But she said something else. I got to get to the timestamp. Come up. 1 minute left. All right, play that. I mean, like go up 10 seconds.
field. These beings come into contact with who you are. And by the way, once you're done watching that piece of content or even listening to that piece of content, because it works just the same for music. So you may be done watching a movie or listening to a particular song, but if there have been entities that have been attached to it, they may still remain in your auric field if they choose to do so, for as long as they choose to do so.
Long story short, she was saying a piece of content we watch don't just leave right away. It stays with us. Meaning we think we just watch a movie or hear a song, but actually that piece of content, when you do the research, it stays with you at least 2 weeks. It's with your spirit for like 2 weeks, she was breaking down. We think we just heard a song and that's it, and watch the movie, that's it. No, it ain't never it, because it still plays in our subconscious mind. And it's 100% that you can watch something and it just goes away. It's not going to happen. That's 100% fact. That you watch something or listen to something, 100% is not just finna go away like that. You ain't just one and done, I listen to it and I'm done. It don't work like that. All right, so from there, play that when I told y'all to play next. And give me Psalms 83.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 2.
Bring it out.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
All right, that's it. Play that video clip. Crafty counsel against thy people. This is an old clip I watched a long time ago, and I just always remembered it. It's called Grinding America Down. This is what the elites, that's what y'all say, the Illuminati, the secret society, whatever. This is, in that content. Play that.
Hello. In the traditional motion picture story, the villains are usually defeated. The ending is a happy one. I can make no such promise for the picture you're about to watch. The story isn't over. You and the audience are part of the conflict.
More human beings were slaughtered in the 20th century than in all previous centuries combined.
We're talking a congressional record, 135 million dead.
Their entire purpose
All right, hey,
to
stop it. Go to 8 minutes and 25 seconds.
Was when I walked into the auditorium, I was expecting it to be filled with college radicals. But instead it was 50, 60, and 70-year-olds, grandparents, professionally dressed with briefcases. And I realized this might be a little more serious than I thought. As the weekend unfolded, I listened carefully as they outlined their plan and agenda and how they were going to infiltrate the institutions of America to influence us in the direction they wanted us to go. To destroy our families, they wanted to promote cohabitation instead of marriage. They wanted
Promote
to try to get
cohabitation instead of marriage, meaning we together but we ain't married. Play.
Children away into government programs at the earliest age possible. And they also said they'd like to get behind the feminist movement because they felt it had been very successful in making women discontent with marriage and motherhood. To destroy business, they wanted to get behind the environmental movement. And in 1992, the environmental movement was very modest, but they thought it was the only vehicle capable of creating enough regulation and red tape to discourage business growth. And finally, to destroy our culture of religion and morality, they said, if we can get Americans to accept homosexuality, they thought it would begin to extinguish our traditional moral values Americans held. I remember thinking at the time, this plan doesn't seem very realistic. It's not something I'll need to worry about in my lifetime.
All right, that's it. So it's a good documentary, but he was saying when he was in college, he was asked to go sit in on this meeting. You know, he got white privilege, they got different things going on, so he actually went. And that's what he revealed that was going on in that meeting. Their plan to break America down from the inside and to shape our perspective, our way of thinking, to do everything they can to demoralize us as people, and especially us being the children of Israel. And we thinking everything is just by chance. And he said it was in 1992. That ain't long ago. That's like 30-something years ago. That ain't long ago at all. He was like, man, this plan ain't gonna happen. Not in my lifetime. From then to now, how much wickedness have they pushed in the earth? We can't even, I mean, like, damn. Like, everything they wanted to do, they exceeded that. Hell, they building, they making transgender babies out the womb. Talking about make them gay. Hell, they made them gay and everything in between. Like, they have accomplished their goal. And we thinking, no, I'm just born this way. I just like this kind of music. No, everything has been planned. And money has been spent to shape everything we do to keep us in sin. All right, so when we say a house under attack, give me that in Judith when it say if we keep the commandments, God is with us. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to end with this scripture right here, y'all. I'm just now getting started with the class, really. I'm just joking. That's my Bishop Yawis out. I'm just joking. I did have some more, but I got to wrap it up. If y'all got questions, sisters, write y'all questions down. We finna do a Q&A once the rest of the officers come on in. Also, like, they went to camp. The brothers that went to camp, they finna come on in. So if y'all got questions, y'all can write your questions down. We'll do a Q&A. We'll take a quick minute, do a Q&A, answer some questions, and then we'll break before, the bishop class come on. All right, but go ahead and read that. This is really real. The house of Israel is under attack, have been under attack. Your household individually is under attack. You yourself is under attack. Pull the thumbnail back up. We got to understand this war we fighting is real.
That's
and
right.
Anytime you think it ain't real, you already lost. You're losing. We are a house under attack. Read that in Judith. We're going to wrap it up with this.
The book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 20.
Bring it out.
Thou therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people.
If we break God's commandments, we sin, we error, we don't do right.
And they sin against their God.
Read.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Our house will fall. Us as the house of Israel will not stand. It's going to be our ruin. Read.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in the nation,
if we keep the commandments, read.
Let my Lord now pass by.
Read.
Lest their Lord defend them.
Our Lord will defend us. Ain't nobody going to come and destroy our house. Read.
And their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
All right, that's it on that?
Yes.
All right, so Lord's will, we take this thing serious. We got to understand, we as a house, as a nation, we are under attack. What are we going to do to fight off the attack? All right, we got to keep God's commandments. We got to study, pray, and apply. All right, Lord's will, we was able to get something from this. We, even myself included, was able to get something from this. All right, shalom, Most High, Christ bless.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation